Hello guys, good afternoon. How are you
Good
doing?
afternoon, teacher.
Hello Fernando, how are you?
Hello.
Hello Mr. Harrison, how are you doing? Are you ready for the class? We're going to start with that. In last class we were studying had to and didn't have to, right? So today we're going to do like a review. We're going to do a listening activity and a reading activity, right? And I guess we're going to finish the class a little bit early, right? Also, we're going to talk about the second evaluation that you are going to find it out in the Google site. Okay, so let's start with the class, guys. I will show you something, right? So there you have it. Okay, cat in a rain. Okay, so there you have a listening comprehension. We're going to listen to this audio and you're going to answer these six questions that you have there, right? So let's listen to the audio, pay special attention to that, and also if you have any new word that you don't know, just raise your hand and ask. Okay, so let's listen to it a little bit. Thank you, nice. So listen, we're going to listen to it 3 times. After that, we're going to answer the questions. The first time we're going to listen to it and we're going to see this, we can say this the transcript, right? And then we're going to listen 2 more times, but we're going to see the questions, right? So let's listen to it right now, guys.
Lingua.com. Listening comprehension. Caught in a rainstorm. Every time Alice went outside to go for a walk, it started to rain. Each time it rained on her, she scolded herself for forgetting to bring an umbrella. It was a waste of time to fix her hair if the weather would undo her work. Using her gray coat as a shield against the raindrops, Alice ran home. People with umbrellas stared at her as she passed by. When will she learn her lesson? They must have been asking. When the spring ended, maybe Alice would be able to go outside without worrying about the big fat clouds overhead. Not yet, though. It was only April.
Okay, so now there you have that cat in a rainstorm, right? What is it about? What is the text or the audio about? ¿Sobre qué se trata el audio que acabamos de escuchar, jóvenes? ¿Alguien podría decirme? What is it about?
Trata sobre Alicia que cada vez que sale se le olvida la sombrilla, o sea, umbrella, pues.
Okay, yes. She always forgets what? Her umbrella, right? Yes, Mr. Harrison, that's good, right? So, I want you to help me reading. Who wants to read the first paragraph?
Every time Alice went out to go for a walk, it started to rain. A time it raining out here to scolding herself for hurting to bring an umbrella was a waste of time to fix his hair if the winter won't on the work.
Excellent. Thank you, Fernando. What about the second paragraph? Who wants to read it? Okay, Mr. Harrison.
Using her gray quad as a shield against the rage of Ali ran home people with umbrellas stared at her as she passed by. When will she learn her lesson? They must have been asking.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Herson. And what about the last one? The last paragraph. Oh, just sentences. Okay, Mr. Osmin, thank you a lot.
Okay, welcome, teacher.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Okay, and when the spring ended, maybe Alice will be able to go outside. We hope going about the big fat clouds overhead. Not yet. So it was only April.
Okay, thank you. Thank you a lot, Mr. Osmin. So don't forget the pronunciation of the past tense, right, of the verbs. For example, you have here started, right? Rained, scolded. That is scolded, right? That is the scolded. Also, we say stirred, right? Past, right? Also, you have this worrying, overhead, right? Ending, that's another ending, and April, that's the correct pronunciation for that one. Okay, so now guys, we're going to listen to it again, and this time we're going to answer these, we can say, questions, right? So let's listen to it 2 more times, right? So let's see. Listen.
Lingua.com. Listening comprehension. Caught in a rainstorm. Every time Alice went outside to go for a walk, it started to rain. Each time it rained on her, she scolded herself for forgetting to bring an umbrella. It was a waste of time to fix her hair if the weather would undo her work. Using her gray coat as a shield against the raindrops, Alice ran home. People with umbrellas stared at her as she passed by. When will she learn her lesson? They must have been asking. When the spring ended, maybe Alice would be able to go outside without worrying about the big fat clouds overhead. Not yet, though. It was only April. Please answer the following.
Okay, and the last time, let's listen to it and also check the answers, right?
Lingua.com. Listening comprehension. Caught in a rainstorm. Every time Alice went outside to go for a walk, it started to rain. Each time it rained on her, she scolded herself for forgetting to bring an umbrella. It was a waste of time to fix her hair if the weather would undo her work. Using her gray coat as a shield against the raindrops, Alice ran home. People with umbrellas stared at her as she passed by. When will she learn her lesson? They must have been asking. When the spring ended, maybe Alice would be able to go outside without worrying about the big fat clouds overhead. Not yet, though. It was only April. Please answer the following questions. Question 1. What does Alice keep forgetting? A. Her purse. B. Her hat. C. Her dog. D. Her umbrella. Question 2. How is Alice shielding herself from the rain? A. With her coat. B. With her hands. C. Under a tree. D. She doesn't have a shield. Question 3. Who is watching Alice? A. The mailman. B. People with umbrellas. C. No one. D. Alice's dog. Question 4. What season is it? A. Summer. B. Winter. C. Spring. D. Autumn. Question 5. What month is it? A. December. B. April. C. July. D. February. Question 6. What happened to Alice's hair? A. It got frizzy. B. Nothing. C. It got wet. D. It's tangled.
Okay, so guys, which is the answer for the first question? What does Alice keep forgetting? A, B, C, or D? Letter D, says Mr. Jordi. Are you in agreement with him? Yes? Letter?
Letter D.
Letter D. Her umbrella, right? So that is letter D, right? What happened there? Yes, her umbrella. Perfect. Let's see number 3. Oh, sorry, 2. Who is Alice shielding herself from the rain? A, B, C, or letter D? Which would be the answer for that one? Mr. Jordan says A. And you, B? Which will be?
B.
Letter B. With her hands? Are you sure? That's letter A. Yes, Mr. Jordi, with her coat. That would be the answer. Excellent. 3. Who is watching Alice? The mailman, people with umbrellas, no one, or Alice dogs? Which would be the answer? Yes?
B.
Letter B, people with umbrellas. Yes, Fernando, that is the answer, right? People with umbrellas. That would be letter D, right? So, number 4, what season is it? Summer, winter, spring, or autumn? Letter B? Are you sure?
D.
No. Letter B? No, I guess that is not letter B, Fernando. Which could be the answer for that one? No, it's letter B. What? No, letter A. You're guessing, Fernando. That is letter C, right? Spring. That would be the answer. Good afternoon, Miss Tanya. Welcome to the class. So that is letter C. Spring, right? 5. What month is it? December, April, July, or February?
B.
Letter B.
Letter B, April. Excellent. That would be the answer. Perfect. And 6. What happened to Alice's hair? It got frizzy, nothing, I got wet, or it's tangled. Which could be the answer for that?
C. Letter C.
Letter C, it got wet. Excellent. That would be the answer, right? Letter C, it got wet. Perfect. Very good, guys. Was it easy? What do you think about this? ¿Fácil o difícil, chicos? The audio.
Más o menos.
Difficult.
Difficult? It was easy, says Mr. Jordi. Okay, you should continue practicing the listening activities like this, right? And this kind of activities will help you to improve your listening skills, guys. So practice a lot, right? So let's continue. Now we're going to do a reading, right? Say a reading comprehension. We're going to read this. Yellowstone, right? Park. Yellowstone National Park, located in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, was established as the first national park in the United States. The park is a popular destination for visitors who enjoy ecological terrains as it offers forests, mountains, and abundant ecosystems to explore. Some of Yellowstone's most well-known landmarks are its geothermal hot springs and geysers, the most famous of which is named Old Faithful. Last fall, Lisa and her friends decided to take a camping trip to Yellowstone National Park. They arranged to stay at one of the park's many convenient campsites. For their camping trip, they brought their backpacks, sleeping bags, and a cooler of food and drinks. They pitched their tents immediately upon arriving to their campsite. During their trip, Lisa and her friends hiked the many trails of the park, exploring its natural surroundings. In the forest, they saw a lot of local wildlife. Lisa was surprised to see a family of grizzly bears, some gray wolves, and even bald eagles flying over her. Outside of the woods, they admired the beauty of some of Yellowstone's national cascade. Since Yellowstone contains many hot springs and the world's largest area of active says, Lisa and her friends visited many different geysters, right? Sites. They even spent an afternoon swimming in Yellowstone's boiling river. Of all of the sites, Lisa and her friends agreed that Old Faithful was the most impressive. Lisa and her friends waited patiently for the jersey to erupt. After about 40 minutes, a stream of boiling water over 100 feet tall sprayed from the ground and up into the air. Fortunately, no one got wet, right? So, there you have that. That is like a reading comprehension. I want you to read that. We're going to say 1, 2, 3 paragraph, right? And then after that, you're going to answer 5 questions about the text, right? But first of all, I want you to help me reading. Who wants to read the first paragraph? Who wants to read the number 1? Yes? A volunteer. Who wants to try it? Nobody? ¿Alguien que quiera leer el primer párrafo, jóvenes? Who wants to try? Okay, Mr. Osmin, thank you.
Okay. Yellowstone National Park, located in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming was established as the first national park in the United States. The park is a popular destination for visitors who enjoy ecological tourism, as it often offers forests, mountains, and abundant ecosystem. to explore some of Yellowstone's most well known landmarks are its Howder, most
Thermal. Mhm.
hot spring and the yes, Hester,
Hazers.
yes, sir. The most famous of which is Snake or Faithful.
Okay, very good, Mr. Smith. That's great. Just don't forget the past tense, right? Located, established, right? And also, we can have ecosystems, right? Geothermal, that would be great. Named, right? Excellent. Thank you a lot, Mr. Osmin. What about the second? Okay, the second paragraph. Who wants to try it? A volunteer. Okay, Fernando, thank you a lot.
Last Friday, Liz and her friend decided to take a camping trip to Yellowstone National Park. They arranged to stay in one of the park's many private campsites for their camping trip. They bought their backpack, sleeping bags, and color of food and drinks. They pinched their tents in metal upon arriving to their campus. During their trip, Liz and their friend hiking the many trails of the park, exploring its natural surroundings. In the forest, they saw a lot, of local wildlife. Liz was surprised to see a family of greens, bearsome, gray wolves, and even a flint overhead gossip. The whole day admired the beauty of some of the Yellowstone's
Yellowstone.
natural cascade.
Okay, nice, Fernando. So don't forget, decided, right? Arranged, right? Also brought, pitched, right? Pitched. That will be the correct pronunciation of that wildlife. Also admired, surprised, right? So don't forget the pronunciation of the, we can say the past of the verse, right? What about the last paragraph? Who wants to try? El último párrafo, Delma, Mr. Harrison. Who wants to read it? ¿Alguien? ¿Voluntario? Nobody who wants to? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Jordi, thank you a lot.
The Yellowstone contains many hot springs in the world's largest active geyser. Lisa and her friends visited many different geyser sites. They even spent an afternoon swimming in Yellowstone's boiling river. Of all the sites, Lisa and her friends agreed that Old Faithful was the most impressive. Lisa and her friends waited patiently for the geyser to erupt. After about 40 minutes, a stream of boiling water over 100 feet tall sprayed from the ground to the air. Fortunately, no one got wet.
Excellent. Very good, Mr. Jordy. That's great, right? Just don't forget, visited, right? It's visited. Agreed, waited, right? And also sprayed, right? Don't forget that things. Okay, excellent. Very good, guys. So now read it and answer those uh, questions, right? I guess that's a little bit, we can say, let's do this. Okay. So there you have them, guys. Let's see, 85. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So read it and answer those questions. Then we're going to check them together. Ahí pueden hacerle zoom ustedes para que se vea un poquito más grande. Léanlo bien y elijan la respuesta correcta en esas preguntas que tienen ahí. Okay? So you have the first one. Did you understand the text? Yellowstone is an important national park in the United States because it is the country's first national park. It is the most ecological diverse national park. It is the largest U.S. national park, or it is the most visited U.S. national park. Number two, when did Lisa and her friends visit Yellowstone National Park? Last spring, last autumn, last summer, or last winter. Number three, where did Lisa and her friends stay during their visit to the park? In a log cabin, at a hotel, in a rental home, or in a campground? Four, all of the following are animals that Lisa saw during her trip except grizzly bears, gray wolves, wild horses, and bald eagles. Just tell me that. And number five, why did Lisa and her friends wait patiently when visiting Old Faithful? They arrived an hour before the geyser opened to the public. There was a long line to see the geyser, or they were still waiting from swimming in the boiling river, or the geyser took about 40 minutes to erupt, right? So, read it. Read it and then check or answer the correct questions. Answer them correct then. And then we're going to check them together, ¿ok? Tienen 5 minutos. Léanlo bien el párrafo y elijan la respuesta correcta de cada una de esas preguntas. Y luego la vamos a revisar todos juntos, ¿ok? Remember, if you have questions, raise your hand and I will help you. Si ustedes no entienden el significado de una palabra, pregunten, ¿ok? So, 5 minutes, 5 minutos. Trabajen en estas preguntas, jóvenes. Lean bien el texto y luego answers, guys. Let me sum up this. Okay. What about the number one? Yellowstone is an important national park in the United States because, which could be the answer for that one?
Letter C.
Letter C? Are you sure? A, B, or C?
Teacher, I might be letter A.
Letter A, yes. And Mr. Jordan,
It is the
letter
country Fair
A.
National Park.
Excellent. That's the correct answer. Letter 8. It is the country's first national park. Excellent. Very good. That would be the answer. Letter A. Good, Mr. Osmin, Mr. Jordi. That's great. Number 2. When did Lisa and her friends visit Yellowstone National Park? A, B,
Letter C.
letter C, last
Letter
afternoon.
C.
Yeah, that would be letter C. Excellent. Last afternoon, right? Good. Number 3. Where did Lisa and her friends stay during their visit to the park? In long,
Letter B.
letter B, in a rental home.
Letter D.
Letter B,
Letter D.
B or D? Which could be letter B or D, guys?
B.
D, right? At a campground, right? Good. Letter D, yes. Mr. Harrison, that's letter D, right? It says, where did Liz and her friends stay during their visit to the park? At a campground. Good. Number 4. All of the following are animals that Lisa saw during her trip, except A,
Letter B.
B, C, or D. Letter
Letter
B.
D. With horse.
Letter B.
B.
Yeah, B. Wild horses, right? That is the exception, right? Good. And the last one. Why did Lisa and her friends wait patiently when visiting Old Faithful?
Letter D.
D? The geyser took about 40 minutes to erupt. Letter D? Okay, letter D says Mr. Jordi also. Letter D, Mr. Harrison. Okay, good. That is letter D. That is the answer, right? The geysers took about 40 minutes to erupt, right? So, do you know the meaning of all these words, guys? Or no? ¿Saben el significado de todas estas palabras? ¿O hay una que ustedes no sepan qué significa? Tell me. ¿No? For example, this sleeping bags. What is that? Sleeping bags. ¿Qué significa sleeping bags, chicos? Have you
Creo que es tiempo de dormir.
bolsas para dormir? Okay. When do you use them? When you go camping, right? You can use a sleeping bag. It will be very useful for you, right? What about forest? What is the meaning of forest? What is the meaning of that one? Forest. Yeah.
Teacher, en Spanish is bosque.
Bosque, yes, Mr. Smith, that is forest, right? What about eagle? What is an eagle? Do you know eagle? Okay, águila, yes, Mr. Jordi, that's an eagle, right? And bald eagle. Excellent. Okay. Also, you have this hot spring. What is the meaning of hot spring? Where do I have that? We don't have hot spring here. No? Yes, hot springs. Do you know that? Hot spring? The meaning? No? Aguas termales. That would be hot spring. Right? Aguas termales. That's hot spring, right? Okay, good. So guys, I don't know if you have questions. No sé si tienen preguntas, dudas. Everything is fine.
No.
No questions. Okay, so solo recordarles que el día jueves no van a tener clase, ¿verdad? Recuerden que es vacación, así que van a tener clase hasta el próximo martes, 11 de abril, ¿ok? Pueden seguir ustedes practicando igual el have to, didn't have to, or has to, also should, shouldn't, ¿verdad? And also want you to study a lot for the second evaluation, right? Después de la clase ustedes van a poder encontrar en el sitio Google Site el segundo examen o la segunda evaluación del módulo 3. Se trata sobre have to y has to. Entonces, estudie bien ese tema antes de ir a hacer el examen, ¿verdad? Tienen hasta el día martes para entregarlo o para realizarlo, ¿verdad? De igual forma, usted no va a esperar hasta el último día para hacerlo, ¿verdad? Trate de enviarlo lo más pronto posible para que no tengan problemas después, ¿verdad? Que se le olvidó, que no lo pudo enviar en la fecha exacta, etcétera, etcétera. ¿Ok? Entonces, después de la clase, ustedes ya van a encontrar ahí la evaluación, la segunda evaluación. Espero que todos ya hayan realizado la primera evaluación. Si no la ha hecho, aún puede hacerla, solo que con menos ponderación. Pero aún tiene oportunidad, así que no se quede sin nota por no realizar las evaluaciones. Igual, creo que solamente jóvenes. Si no tienen ustedes preguntas, vamos a terminar la clase un poquito temprano ahora y pueden ustedes ir y disfrutar de sus vacaciones. Do you have questions? No? No questions? ¿Tienen preguntas? No questions at all, no? Okay, guys, so have a nice vacation. Enjoy your holidays and take care. Take care a lot and be careful, okay? So, see you next Tuesday. Take care and bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, Mr. Jordi. Have a nice holiday. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, Fernando. Take care a lot.
Okay, thank you, teacher, for this class.
Bye-bye, Mr. Ramil. Thank you. See you. Thelma, bye-bye. Bye, Miss Tanya.